Oh man, I don't even know where to start. Okay, let me tell you what I was doing. All right. So you've heard about how Manny Pacquiao challenged Vasyl Lomachenko. That's been circulating around on all the media outlets, on social media, everywhere. So I said, wait a minute, I haven't heard about this. And I said, you know what? Duh. This is what I did for you guys. I went and got this type of technology to be able to say that, oh shit, I'll just go find the video. So what I did was I heard that Manny Pacquiao had did a video. Did an interview with ABS CN or something like that. It's a Filipino news affiliation. Then I found out it wasn't them. Then I did a little more research and I found out it was this show over there called HeadStart. It's like basically it's a lot of political man. Manny Pacquiao was a cold-hearted dude. To each his own. Though I still love him to death, but y'all need to go watch this. This shit is deep. So basically, I was looking for the Vasyl Lomachenko call out because, also yesterday there was talk of Bob Arum saying that Manny Pacquiao could be on the undercard of Crawford versus Horn. Now even though that is a big, super outrageous, crazy card, even if it is Mike Alvarado he fights, it's just still. To have that type of card on free TV, ESPN, now, yeah, people going to clown Pacquiao for fighting on the undercard, but guess what? We live in a world right now where you have these two boxers that have these great backstories, and they've done so much even after boxing. Floyd Mayweather is the richest boxer, of all time. To whereas in Manny Pacquiao, if you don't know, I talked about it before in my streams, and y'all thought I was joking. He's putting drug dealers, and people to death. He's a senator. He's very high up the political chain to the point where they're like, yo, he could be president one day. Through the affiliations that he's made. He's involved in some deep shit. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for this, mostly because of their laws over there in the Philippines, but over here in the Philippines, I got the right to do this because it's called fair use, and I'm able to, what does this say? This infringement of copyright is called fair use, and is allowed for purposes of criticism, that's me, news reporting, that's me also, teaching, that's me, and parody, of course that's me. We all got to have a sense of humor, right? Please subscribe on TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live, so we're going to listen to this crazy shit first. We're going to talk about it. It's only about maybe about a minute, or so of him just talking about like why it's crazy, but it's a crazy interview about politics, about the president, about just him, the death penalty. And if you still don't put it this way, over there in the Philippines, don't steal no car or man, they're gonna get you. And when I say they're gonna get you, they're gonna put you to death. And drug lords, they're trying to figure out right now like how to define a drug lord because Manny Pacquiao wants all drug lords to be put to death. So she's about to ask him. I'll just play it. Let me shut the fuck up. Please subscribe.
Are a born again Christian, and you are adamant. You are the first and foremost in pushing for the death penalty in the Senate.
Exactly.
How do you reconcile that?
That's what I'm trying to explain to the people. Na I am a born again Christian. I agree. Thou shall not kill. I believe that. Ang gusto kong malaman nila at maintindihan nila, we are not talking individually. Ang sabi ng Panginoon, thou shall not kill. Huwag kang pumatay sa kapwa mo, huwag mong ilagay ang batas sa kamay mo. But there is authority, meaning the government, which is established by God and instituted by God. Sabi ng Bible, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted. So meaning, the authority, which is the government, is established by God and instituted by God.
So, kumbaga, what you're saying is it's two different things.
Two different things.
Yes.
Mali lang yung perception ng tao, yung nalagay sa isip ng tao. But this is not individually. All of us, if there's a law, there's a government, lahat tayo bound sa government. Pwede tayong parusahan ng government because the authority, which is the government, is established by God and instituted by God.
All right, moving to the Constituent Assembly, talking about the government is established by God, reasoning, do you agree with actually changing the Constitution?
So anyway, we're going to stop that part right there before we get into the Lomachenko. Sir, I couldn't make it full screen. It's the player that they're using. I'm going to put a link down in the description box so you guys can get to this. And this interview is from yesterday. Right now, it's this was this early this morning. Basically yesterday over there in the Philippines. Right now it is January the 17th, 2018, 4:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This was not even, I guess, maybe about 24 hours or so ago. This is a morning show over there, or an evening show. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to hear now. Let me fast forward some before we start talking about the fighters. And they're going to do something real whack right here where they're going to have like this commercial break that I can't do nothing about when, he starts talking about Lomachenko. Let me see. Is it right here? Should be right here.
Kampanan ko yung trabaho ko, kung ano yung tama, hindi baling makasagasa ako.
Go a little further.
Makasagasa ako ng tao basta nasa tama ako.
Okay, before we go, have you completely retired from boxing or are you planning another fight? Baka you can give us a solid answer.
I'm not retired yet.
You're not
I'm
retired?
Still, yes.
When are you gonna stop?
Alam mo, namimiss ko yung boxing eh.
Yeah, but then I want to ask you, in the last fight you lost against Jeff.
You see how like he treats boxing? It's like, it doesn't seem like he has a, you see, I said it like, but I missed the boxing game. It seems like as I said, people are probably going to be clowning him if he do fight on the undercard, or people are probably going to be saying, well, Floyd beat him and everything. But if you look at what both these fighters have, and it's crazy because Floyd Mayweather, what he's done, literally generating all this money, making over $500 million, $500 million in boxing. 300 million or so in one night, give or take. So when you look at what he's done financially, and you look at Pacquiao is literally leading a nation and having a say in whether people live or die or not, that's crazy. And he's already given out millions. So, you can't say that Manny Pacquiao is a failure, or, like the way it seems to me, it's dangerous what he's doing because he has such an important job. And even when he did win the election to be senator, you had his the rivals, the other candidates like, he's getting more exposure than us. Ain't he having a fight, while he's running for senator? That's kind of like unfair. I'm just paraphrasing, but they're like, how can we compete with him and getting votes, when he has this big platform to market himself, And, him having all this responsibility is one of the reasons why he lost to Jeff Horn. He wasn't taking that fight seriously. And now he's back in the mix again before talking about a Lomachenko. But as I said, they're going to do like this commercial break, like out of nowhere. It's going to be whack. So I'm going to have to mute it.
Makasagasa ako ng tao basta nasa tama ako.
Okay, before we go, have you completely retired from boxing or are you planning another fight? Baka you can give us a solid answer.
I'm not retired yet.
You're not retired?
Still, yes.
When are you gonna stop?
Alam mo, namimiss ko yung boxing eh.
Yeah, but then I want to ask you, in the last fight you lost against Jeff Horn, people say, of course, that you actually won that fight.
Yes.
But then aren't you nervous that your record will be tarnished by, you know what I mean? By either draws, losses.
Hindi naman.
Okay ka pa. Will you fight Amir Khan?
I'm still okay.
Okay ka pa?
Yes, I'm
Amir Khan, are you willing to fight him or
wala akong problema. Amir Khan or may negotiation ngayon about sa yung number 1 pound for pound,
okay,
which is Lomachenko. Yun ang
So may negotiations ngayon.
Yes.
Okay? Kailan ang laban na to? So it's pound for pound king ulit.
He is number 1 pound for pound.
Oo. Si Lomachenko. Okay. Kailan ang laban?
Let's run it back one more time, and obviously you rewind to yourself. I forgot I had already watched the commercials today and make me watch it again. So that's what's up. So let's run it back for you guys to hear it. This is what you've been hearing about on the internet. This is where the news came from. Here we go.
People say, of course, that you actually won
round. So
baka you can give us a solid
answer.
I'm
not retired yet.
You're not retired?
Still, yes.
When are you gonna stop?
Alam mo, namimiss ko yung boxing eh.
Yeah, but then I want to ask you, in the last fight you lost against Jeff Horn, people say, of course, that you actually won that fight.
Yes.
But then aren't you nervous that your record will be tarnished by, you know what I mean? By either draws, losses.
Hindi naman.
Okay ka pa. Will you fight Amir Khan?
I'm still okay.
Okay ka pa?
Yes, I'm
Amir Khan, are you willing to fight him or
wala akong problema. Amir Khan or may negotiation ngayon about sa yung number 1 pound for pound,
Okay.
which is Lomachenko. Yun ang
So may negotiations ngayon. Okay. Kailan ang laban na to? So it's pound for pound king ulit.
he is number 1 pound for pound.
Oo. Si Lomachenko.
Lomachenko.
Okay. Kailan ang laban na to, sir?
Wala pang hindi pa na finalize.
Oo. But 2018?
This year.
This year.
By April kasi.
Oo.
Kasi sabi ko naman sa mga tao, pangako ko sa mga tao na hindi maepektuhan yung trabaho ko. Which is April, magandang idea dahil off kami ng March 23 to May 13. So, yung April, wala kaming trabaho.
So you're telling me that you just gonna prepare for the boxing match for 2 months? 2 to 3 months?
3 months. Is
Okay na yon?
More than enough.
More than enough time.
Yes.
So it looks like it's a sure thing. Tama ba to? Can you confirm it?
Sure.
Yung laban nyo with Lomachenko, parang sure na to?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa? Okay, ano na lang ang hinihintay nyo? Is it the amount?
Nag-uusap pa about sa timbang.
Oo.
Ano paglalaban ng timbang.
Okay, all right. Well, on that note, Senator Manny Pacquiao, thank you very much for...
One of my Filipino friends, can you translate that last part? Because from what we can understand, it seems like he's saying that it's done. I didn't know. This is my first time watching it all the way through. You know, so as soon as I got to the part, because I was watching the whole deep part of the, you know, the political stuff, and I was like, oh, shit, I couldn't turn it off, you know? I like this host, too, you know, because I like how she brought up Amir Khan's name, because we've been wondering that since he's match from now, would that fight possibly be made? But the way Pacquiao was talking is like, you know, they're in deep negotiations to fight Lomachenko in May. This is some crazy shit. Can you imagine Crawford versus Horn, then Pacquiao versus Lomachenko, then the winners fight each other? On ESPN, not pay-per-view. They can do pay-per-view, though. They can do ESPN pay-per-view. Anyway, wow. I don't even know what else to talk about now. I mean, obviously I can talk about how the name that Alvarado is out there. You know, there's really no need for me, you know, because since I know better to, you know, try to clown Pacquiao because he'll be fighting, you know, as a co-feature. But you know, I'm looking at it like, yo, he not even taking, like, the boxing game to him is, as he said, he's like, Mr. Boxing Game, you know? Like, sometimes I be working, man, and I just be wanting to play at least, like, 3 full games of 2K. You know, I play full 48 minutes Hall of Fame, simulation style, you know? You know, but, you know, I be having to work. You know, if I'm going to be sitting playing video games, there's some work I could be doing, right? So, if you don't know, it's already penciled in for April the 21st for Crawford versus Horn, although it's not official yet. You know, we do know that Terence Crawford is a WBO mandatory. We do know that Jeff Horn got, you know, a lot of people feel it was a gift decision. I understand, you know, you don't have to tell me that close fights, you know, are not robberies. Come on, I've been doing this for way too long. I understand that. But either way, the mass majority feel that Pacquiao won that fight, right? You know, so even Pacquiao naysayers were saying, yeah, Jeff Horn got that gift. And people feel that Jeff Horn is going to be sacred food for Terence Crawford April the 21st. You know, Jeff Horn really got a lot of pressure because out of all those fighters, Terence Crawford, Lomachenko, Pacquiao, you know? What if Jeff Horn sting them all? What if Jeff Horn stings Terence Crawford? You know, he been talking all that shit, though, about Errol Spence and everything, man down, you know, telling Floyd Mayweather he can get these hands or this walking stick, meaning you can get these hands or you can run, motherfucker. Jeff Horn been on some gangster shit. Now he got Crawford, you know, obviously, you know, it's if Top Rank and Pacquiao and them are exploring, and Eagles claim it's the manager of Lomachenko, if they're exploring, you know, and Pacquiao saying like, yeah, you know, we're in negotiations for April. You know, if they're exploring that, that means they're really exploring that possibility like, yo, Lomachenko can fight at 140 or 147, you know? I don't want to do no 20-minute video on this, you know, even though I can talk forever. It says it all right there. So I'm going to put a link down, and what you have to do is They give you 3 free shows if you don't sign up for $5 a month. So you'll be able to watch this. You can sign up, with your Facebook page, your email. You don't have to put your credit card or nothing in. It took me about 20 minutes of just clicking and, Googling, trying to find this video, but we got it. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.